Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Thursday, July the 27th. The year's 2023. Let's talk trading. Trading red news with Walmal. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine and different from Walmal. And just a reminder, risk management. Never lose more than you're willing to lose on any one single trade. So make sure your position size is proper and your stop loss is in place. Walmal, what news are we looking at today?
We got a couple things. We just had the European interest rate, which already came out about 15 minutes ago, and they kept their interest rates at 4.25. But right now, which is about to drop in about a minute and a half or so, is advanced GDP quarter over quarter, and then also the weekly unemployment claims. Both of these numbers have been known to move the market, so we'll see what it does. Does it really move it or not?
Well, we went down below the launch pad, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, this hour we actually got a 32 pip range on this hour, and the last time that happened was about 4 hours ago. So it's a pretty big move for an hourly for today. Most of the other ones are 25 or 18 or something like that. So we'll see. We got news dropping in 45 seconds.
Yeah, okay, so let's see. We've got the 1 minute chart up. Let's see if they fake it out. They've been taking the price down. So that means, if anything, price should shoot up on the news, right?
You would think. But you never know with these guys. You never know what they're going to do.
We'll find out in about 15 seconds.
Here we go. News dropped.
No, they kept it. They took it down. Wow. So it must be good news for the dollar.
You would think. Let's see, the durable good orders, they were expecting 1.3%. They got 4.7%, so that is a tripling of what you were expecting. So that's really good, even though that's orange news. The core, they were expecting 0.1, and they got 0.6, so that's 6 times better, so that's really good as well. The advanced GDP, they were expecting 3%, and they got 2.2%, which means a slowing of the economy. But that's actually good because that, for the economy, that's actually good because it's been so overheated. And in terms of unemployment claims, they were expecting 234,000 new unemployment claims. They only got 220. And for advanced GDP, they were expecting a 1.8% quarter over quarter, and they got 2.4. Again, very, very good number for the U.S. economy. So, based on those numbers, you would expect it to jump down. And it did how much of a jump was that? About 20 pip jump? Yeah, 23 pip jump. It's retracted some already, but so I sit here and wait for this thing to figure itself out, for the spread to calm down. Then I'll go take a trade maybe.
Oh, I know what I wanted to look at was the pivots here on the H4. On 2 candles ago, there was when this candle opened, there was a missed pivot at 129.34. Well, that's been taken out, and our next missed pivot is at 128.45. So
I went short at 20. Yeah, I'm out.
you got
I got 5.5 pips on it. The reason why I went short at 20 is because it broke the wick of the previous down candle, and I figured it was going to go down to the wick of what we call candle 2. In other words, 2 candles back, just to test that low again. And it's now broken that, so now I'm sorry that it got out.
Oh yeah, you're real sorry.
Yeah, could have been up 15, 20 pips instead of my silly little 5.
Okay. Will the
we
double
get
O
double O.
hold? Nope, they're going to take this sucker down, I would imagine. Nope.
Yep. We'll see what happens.
Let's see. We got 28 or 23% retrace if it gets to 29.14. It's already done a 10% to the 05. So I imagine it should at least get back up to 10.
Yep, we got 10.
Here's the 23%. Let's see, that previous bar is definitely a return bar. We're almost at indicator 2. We had a flip-flop box there. Not one I'd want to take.
We still have not touched indicator 2 using your no touch on the indicator 2 indicator.
It just touched it because mine it just flashed aqua a couple of times.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Mine has not yet. I missed it by 1 point, I think. So that's, in my mind, that's a touch, because it just, just like what we just saw. My broker saw it, your broker did not see it. That's just, difference of brokers, really, when you get down to that. Okay, I'm going to go short here.
Out of the flip-flop.
Out of the flip-flop, below indicator 2.
State change.
My state change, and my spread collapsed. So. Okay, I'm out. I got 3 pips. When I said my spread collapsed, people may not know what I mean by that. My spread was running about a pip and a half, and that was caused by the news, because normally my spread is about 0.3 to 0.5, and it collapsed back down to a normal level of about 0.4. So to me, it was sort of like, okay, there's still a lot of movement here, but the brokers, the bankers, the whoever's, you see the volatility starting to slow down, and I don't have to make up as much ground. Once I get into that, I don't have to go and make up a pip and a half or more just to get into the trade.
Looks like it wants to go back up.
Yep.
I think it wants to come back up to the 25.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, because that's about where that big return bar down opened.
Yeah. Well, 24 is the 38% fib retrace, so.
Yeah, candle 1, 2, 3, 4 is candle 4 is that return bar. Candle 5, it's interesting because it closed right on top of the 25, and candle 4, the big return bar, it actually opened on my chart 24.5, so it's a half a pip difference there. So there's a gap that needs to be filled.
Yeah, we just got a one ball.
Yep, your famous one balls.
Yeah, like I said, if I was long, I'd be out. Because those things just seem to like to bounce off of one balls when I'm in the trade. When I'm not in the trade, it likes to push it.
I think part what happens is when that one ball gets established or gets put on the chart, it's got to test it a couple times before it finally does get enough momentum to actually break it. And that's what the experience that you get with the drawdown that happens when it hits it. It's the fact that it's doing that test. And when you test something, it's like throwing a ball against the wall. It bounces off of it naturally. You just got to wait for it to finally, instead of just bouncing off the wall, you throw the ball at the wall or the paper wall, let's go and say, and eventually that paper wall gives loose and the ball continues on its way. That's how many times you have to throw the ball at the wall before it breaks down.
Right. Now, let's see, 50% retrace off of that 3 ball would be at 29.32.
Okay, new 1 ball.
Yeah, and there we go.
Here's 25.
We got the 38. So let's see, 38% retrace.
With that return bar. And the first candle of this news, which was the first 1 minute candle on the new M30, I would consider that to be a return bar, only because it is 10 pips the body size. A lot of times I'll discount it because of the long width on it, but this time I'm not going to do that, just because there seems to be enough momentum that's going to want to get back up to the 35. May be wrong, but that's just how I'm reading the market right now in terms of price action.
Yeah, and it's funny because this was a green day, but the daily candle is now red.
Now, with all that I said, none of that is a reason to take a trade. That's just more of a bias that I have in the market, and for me anyway, I don't trade bias. What I do is it just gives me a little bit more understanding of what may or may not happen into the future. And so if I'm in a trade, it helps me determine if I'm going to get out quick or if I'm willing to go and wait it out a little bit and see if it actually gets to where, or at least make an attempt to get to where I think it's going to go.
Right.
It doesn't cause me to get into a trade. And it doesn't even necessarily cause me to get out of a trade. It just puts up my radar. Here we go with that 25 again. We still, in my chart anyway, I have not gotten a close above the 25, so that 25 is held. Yes, I've got wicks above it, but I don't have a close above it.
Yeah, not since it's put in that 3 ball at the bottom.
Right, exactly. We do have a setup to go south here, but I ain't taking it.
Now you wish you had.
Now I wish I had, exactly.
Well, the psychology on these trades are, it's just like, if you put the trade on, you know where your stop loss is, so you just, hey, either you're going to stop out or you're going to make some pips. I mean, there's really not much to think about when you get down to it.
Sir.
And you know what, Walmal? The fastest 15 minutes in trading is just about over. So, boys and girls and non-binary traders out there watching the video, I hope you enjoyed that. Maybe you picked up a tip or two. You got to watch how we trade and how many pips you can make in 15 minutes. You do that for an hour or two, and you've got some significant pips, even picking up 2, 3, 4 at a time. And that's because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is TheRumpledOne, over and out.